I would like to start by posing a question. Have we lost touch with nature? Isaac Bear of Muscadet First Nations said, "In the old days, we used to respect everything. This isn't done today. That's why we're so lost." That respect is what I would like to discuss. From the time I woke up till now, I have made hundreds of choices that impact my community and the world. Everything that we do has an impact. No matter how small, we are putting something into the world. My dream is to inspire a positive perspective towards nature, one that comes from a place of great respect and humility. Although I am a Canadian citizen, I'm originally from, I grew up in the center of Africa, in a small country called Rwanda. Now, Rwanda has been dubbed the land of 1,000 hills, and for its endless rolling landscape that sculpts the beautiful country. When I say it is a beautiful country, not only do I mean the nature, but the people that maintain that beauty in nature and preserve it. In Rwanda, there is a perspective towards the environment of preservation and respect. Because Rwanda is the land of 1,000 hills, it is also the land of 1,000 valleys. These valleys are kept green, which means that no new buildings or infrastructure are built in them, and they are purely for farming and maintaining nature. Rwanda also has a policy that bans plastic bags. This means that when you buy groceries or go shopping, no plastic bags are used. This may seem like a small issue, as the plastic is not harming anyone as it is being used to transport produce, but it is the story of that plastic bag that I would like to dive into. These plastic bags pass through our lives so fast and so seamlessly. It is so easy to use them and then throw them out without a thought towards how they were made and what is going to happen to them afterward. And this is the case for so much of what we use on a daily basis. A few months ago, I was inspired by Bea Johnson when she gave a TED Talk about her and her family's zero-waste life. After I heard that, I went back to my room and looked around, and what I saw shocked me. There was so much that I could not wholeheartedly claim would be in my life forever. So much of it I would just end up throwing out. Things such as my toothbrush, toothpaste, washing detergent container, Febreze container, protein powder container. I would just end up throwing it out. All I needed to do was walk to the store and simply purchase that nicely packaged item from the shelf. Then when I was done, there was a bucket right outside my residence that would willingly take that container. And that was it. I didn't have to consider what would happen next because it didn't really concern me. I was done with it. That scared me. There was so much in my room that in a month's time would be gone, and in a month's time, I would have replaced all of that with new stuff. Then that cycle would just go on and on. This is something that just happens. It's just accepted as something that we do. At this point, I had been living in Canada for 2 years and began to think back to what had changed in my life that I was now consuming so much more. I looked at my cupboard with all of my food packages, and I remembered shopping at the open-air markets where I would put all of my food in a basket and simply carry that home. This is not to say that there is no waste in Rwanda, but there is an atmosphere of frugality and care in the perspective of things. I had stopped appreciating the things I called my own and had started to appreciate the things I still wanted to obtain. And when I was so focused on what I didn't yet have and getting more of that, I completely lost touch with what I already had and what would happen to that when it was gone. And that is when I really understood what consumerism is. So I looked at the things I owned and all the waste I was about to create and all the waste I had already created and began to realize that all of that waste was avoidable. I needed to show respect to this world by being conscious of what I was putting into it. Planet Earth is magnificently beautiful. We as its inhabitants need to contribute to that beauty instead of degrading it. This is the hard part, because change is never easy. What's easy is to do the same thing we've been doing. What's hard is to commit to change for the better. I believe what is really important is to reach down to the root of consumption and change our perspective towards our planet. To look at our world not as ours, but as to look at our world not as ours because we can control it, but as ours because of what we can add to it and because we respect it. Thank you.